Let's crochet the parts. Come around from the little finger, circle the index and middle fingers once. Pinch the intersection. Hook the line. Counterclockwise winding is carried out of the coil, the first standing needle. Hook little short needles. Or insert the needle from the coil. Hook this line over. There are 2 coils on your crochet. Wrap the wire counterclockwise to carry the wire through these 2 coils. Tighten, and here we have the first shot. Here, wind the wire counterclockwise. Insert the needle from the coil. Bring the counterclockwise winding. Take these 2 coils with you. A total of 6 stitches are required. Wrap the thread again and bring out 3 stitches. Good needle. Tighten this coil. Then add the first V we ticked. This is a V. Then this is the first stitch we hooked. We start with the first needle. Wrap the needle counterclockwise through this needle. Pass the second coil. This is a pull needle. Then wind the wire counterclockwise and stand up a standing pin. The first round is completed. The second circle is low plus needles. From this position where we stand up the needle, first stitch. It's still our first shot. Counterclockwise winding out. Reverse time person winding and then bringing it out. We are going to be in this first needle. Hook 2 short needles, that is the short needle plus the needle. Complete a set. We need low sets. Next, it is hooked with a short needle. The second one is also a short needle plus a needle. Second group completed. A total of 6 sets of hooks are required. So it's almost all short needles next. To crochet. Second round completed. Insert the needle at the first V position. Bring a lead needle. Counterclockwise winding. Bring out this upright needle. The second loop is crocheted. Third circle. The third circle is a short needle plus a short needle. Or insert the needle at the lead. The first needle hook 1 plus needle, second needle hook a short needle. This is a group. A total of 6 groups are enough. 1 plus needle. A short needle. The third group adds needles. Short needle. 3 groups. There are 6 sets to tick in total. Pull the first upright needle at the first pin. The next circle is 1 plus needle and 2 short needles. Or hook 2 short needles at the first stitch. Second needle hook a short needle. The third stitch also hooks a short needle. This is a group. A total of 6 sets of hooks. Fourth round completed. Do the pull at the first stitch. Lead over. Insert the needle and hook it again. At the beginning of each lap, there is a standing pin. Fifth round, 1 needle and 3 short needles. Also take 6颗 loops. Hook a needle first. Semi or short stitches. This is a group. A total of 6 sets are ticked, and so on until the very end. Fifth round completed. On the 6th lap, we hook 30 short needles. Hook a short needle for each stitch, or insert the needle here in the first needle. Each frame corresponds to only 1 frame checked. No frame added. 30 frames in total. Sixth lap completed. Set up a standing needle. On the 7th lap, we need to hook its outer half needle. It's the needle that's away from us. Have a micro on the hook side. Look, this is a V. Then we're going to pick this outer half needle. It is also 30 stitches. One end of the needle corresponds to 1 hook. Just pick half a needle straight like this. When we draw this circle to the end, or do the promotion at this first position first. That's our first shot. Then stand up a needle. On circle bar, we are hooking a needle. 5 short needles. The first needle and hook 1 plus needle. Then 5 short needles. This is a group. There are 5 sets of hooks in total. It's 35 stitches. 1 plus needle. Then 5 short needles. The 8th lap is finished. The 9th lap is 35 short needles. That is 1 needle and corresponds to 1 hook. No needle added. There was no needle reduction. The 9th lap is crocheted. The 10th circle is 1 plus needle and 6 short needles. There are 5 sets of hooks in total. Stand a standing needle first. Hook 1 first and add a needle. Next are the 5 short needles. Next are 6 short needles. This is a group. There are 10 颗 loops of 5 in total. 10th round completed. Next laps 11 and 12. There are all 4 reduced short needles. One end of the needle corresponds to a short needle, so we hook twice. Round 13. It's a needle. 9 short needles. There are 4 sets of hooks in total. Hook 1 on the first needle and add a needle. Then hook 9 short needles. Okay, so a total of 4 sets are hooked. 13th round completed, and then 14, 15, 16 circle. These 3 circles consist of 44 short needles that are neither added nor subtracted. One stitch corresponds to 1 hook. End of lap 16. 3 laps in total. And then we are going to do lap 17. 17 laps is also 44 short needles, but you need to flip it at the end. So let's take out 44 short needles first. Stand a standing needle first. It is also a short needle at the end of each needle. Lap 17 you're done. Well, it's also the pull at the first stitch. Then wind the wire counterclockwise and stand up a pinhook. Lap 18, we need to flip the production counterclockwise like this. Tick back. Hook 1 plus needle 10 short needles. 1 plus needle. Okay, purchase a total of 4 sets. 1 plus needle. 10 short needles. Lap 18 is crocheted. Do the pull at the first stitch. First stand pinhook. The 19th circle. Laps 19 and 20 are both hooks for this outer half needle. Stay away from this half needle. 48 short needles that are not added or reduced. Each end of the needle corresponds to a hook. On lap 20, we are still hooking the outer needle. Then hook the outer half needle. It is also 48 unreduced short needles. Lap 20 is also crochet. Laps 21 and 22 are the last 2 laps. Well, it's also 48 unreduced short needles. This is the whole pin hook directly on this one. No need to adjust the outer half needle. Hook directly into the whole needle. 48小时 hooks a total of 2 hooks. Then we leave a 15 to 20 cm line. Just use it for sewing. After disconnection, let's flip the last 3 laps out. Give it the shape of a flower pot. The bottom one can be recessed for him. That's it.
Now let's learn to hook leaves. Take out the green line first, from little finger to index finger. Then just pinch. Circle clockwise. Hook the line counterclockwise. Pulled out of the coil. Tension. Let's hook 2 lock pins first. 1, 2. and then second to last. Rewind.
1, 2. Enter the second V word into the needle, hook one and add a needle.
Just the needle in the middle. Then wind the wire counterclockwise. Hook a lock pin. Flip. Turn it over counterclockwise. In this first stitch here, hook a needle.
1 needle mother, hook 2 short needles, which is 1 plus needle.
The second needle mother is also a hook with a needle. Then hook a lock pin and flip the producer. Hook a needle. We have 4 stitches in this row now. 1 plus needle, 2 short needles. Hook another needle at the end of the last needle. Hook a lock pin. Flip the fabric again. The first frame is still a plus frame. The first and last frames are both plus frames. In the middle is the short needle that is not added or reduced.
Now there are 4 short needles in the middle.
4. Finally, a needle. Then we hook another lock pin. Flip the production again. Hook by short needles. No change, no reduction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then hook another lock pin. We flip the fabric. The 6th line first hooks a short needle and adds a needle. Then 6 short needles. The last one is still a short needle plus a needle. Another lock pin, flip the producer. Lines 7 to 16. It's all 10 short needles. Keep hooking like this. You have to knit 2 line 16s in total. Next, take line 17.
First set up a lock pin. Flip the producer.
The first is to reduce the needle. Hook the first inner half needle first, then hook the inner half of the second needle. Counterclockwise winding. Go through the first 2 coils. 2 coils after the winding tip. Then hook 6 short needles. The last two needle ends are still hooked with a reduced needle. Take the first two coils, wind the wire and then take the last two coils, then the first lock pin. The 18th lap is 8 unabated short needles. Then stand another lock needle hook for the 19th circle. The first one is also a reduced needle. Inner half needle. Take the first two coils, then wind the two coils behind the tape. Then hook 4 short needles. Hook another reduction needle. Stand up another lock pin. Next, let's mark the 12th circle. It's just 6 short needles. Twentieth lap finished. Hook a circle of short needles. Take the first shot at the first corner. Just take it until this position. Sew a circle. Then our line should be longer. Next suture. Cut off the extra thread at the back.
Let's learn to crochet this little ghost. A total of 3 ring starting needles need to be hooked. Stick 6 short needles in this circle. Tension coil. First uplift needle. The second ring hook adds needles for 6 sets of short needles. This is one group. A total of 6 groups will be hooked. Then pull at the first needle and stand another upright needle. The third circle is 12 unabated short needles. The third, fourth and fifth laps are all the same, all 12 short needles. And we are going to hook down. The fifth circle is crocheted, and then we do one last turn. Stand a standing needle first. Hook a short needle in the first entry, a medium and long needle, and the medium and long needle is the winding. Plug it in. The wire is then wound through 3 coils. And then again in the same stage, hook a short stitch. Lead in the next frame. Do it again. First take a short needle in the first stitch, then a medium and long needle. Another short needle. Lead in the next frame. Okay, let's hook ourselves to the end. After 6 sets of crocheting, we can disconnect the thread. Then hide the thread. Hide inside. Take out our black thread. Divide it into 3 strands. Well, only 3. We found this place behind him. This is where the connection is at the back of us. Turn it around, turn it to the front. In the middle of the 3rd and 4th rows, find a random position. Don't pull this thread over, stuff it inside. Then put the needle next to the one we pulled out and wrap it 3 times. Then pinch this place round and pull the needle over. Tension. Grab this inside. Tighten like this, and then sew it back from this position. Tension. And his eyes are sewn up, then 2 stitches apart on the side. Sew another eye or put the needle in the pulled out position. Tension. Then sew it back. Okay, the eyes are sewn up too. Then you can disconnect. There are 3 to be done in total. So let's crochet the flower path. Ring starter. First hook 6 short needles. Then tighten the coil. Pull at the first needle. Then stand a standing needle, hook the second circle to the 5th circle, all 6 unreduced short needles. Five, 6. Then also do the lead at the first frame. Then turn it over for him. Start hooking for the 3rd turn, stand up a needle. The third lap is also an unabated short needle until the fifth lap, so you're going to hook this up. Then the sixth lap is a short needle plus needle. Then hook 5 short needles. From the 7th lap to the 20th lap, there are 7 short needles that are not added or reduced. The end of each frame corresponds to a frame. Okay, lap 6, we're done now. From the 7th lap to the 20 laps, each lap is 7 short needles. The 21st turn is to stand a standing needle first, and then hook a plus needle. 1 stitch hook and 2 short needles. Then hook 6 more short needles. There are 8 stitches in total in this circle, and then 22. Circle to the end 40 circle. It's all 8 unabated short needles. And then you crochet yourself up to the end, 40 circle. We will then change the black thread. Then hook your own inner half needle close to yourself, and hook 8 short needles to add needles. Two short stitches per stitch. The branch is close to its own half needle hook. We can cut the last 2 threads first. We only pick the half that is close to ourselves to tick. Still pulling at the first frame. The next circle is 1 plus needle and 1 short needle, a total of 8 groups. Check the plus frame in the first frame entry. Then a short needle. This is 1 group, a total of 8 groups. The second group. For the 43rd turn, we want to hook 1 plus needle and 2 short needles. It is also the Guba group. Hook a needle first. Then 2 short needles. 这样是一组，一共是钩8组。Okay, so we're done with that one loop, and then the last loop is 1 plus needle, 3 short stitches. A total of 8 groups. Hook a needle first. Then 3 short needles. This is 1 group, a total of 8 groups are hooked. Okay, after the hook is done, we can leave a little more thread for it to break and use for sewing. Let's connect this flower pot and flower path. We're going to put this transparent heart sheet under it first. Then stuff some cotton. Then take out our flower pole and bend it. Fold it up like this and stuff it in. And then you can bend it to the bend you want. Let's fold it like this. It can also be adjusted by hand, then sprinkle it here. Put on our suture needles. Find the line behind us. This is where we disconnect, and you sew from here. It has two lines. We find this line inside. It's a one-to-one correspondence. Sew it on one-to-one like this. So one stitch corresponds to one stitch to sew. And this is what it looks like when you sew it. During the sewing process, he couldn't sew them one by one. Then we can put this brown one. Give him an empty shot. Sew with a needle. Finally, we hid the black thread for him and disconnected it. Then we can sew this leaf again. Wrap the leaves for him like this. Put on our needles. Wrap it up. Go through here and through here. As long as you can fix it, you can. Our goal is to immobilize it. That's about it, and then sew it a few more stitches down. Do you think the sewing is firm and stable? A few more stitches. You can also give him a few more stitches and the thread will be broken. And then we're going to connect this little ghost on top. The first position is on the top. Bring the line. Hook 3 lock pins. Then find a place for the little ghost to plug in on the head of the little ghost. Then connect him. Just bring it here first. You can disconnect the thread with one stitch. The main purpose is to connect it once. Then we hook the thread to it and hide it inside. The line above this is also hidden for him. Okay, the first one is connected. We will connect 2 more at this location and this location. Ah, so it's connected. You can adjust it yourself.